Well, good morning, my wonderful friends. Another glorious day. Things just get stranger and stranger. Seriously. It's. I'm almost speechless. Like, globally, what's happening right now is absolutely insane. And it's affecting everything. And of course it will. Of course it will. Because every single thing is tied together. That's why. Everything is truly connected. Yeah, so on a small scale, work is still not good. It's not good, guys. It's bad. It's very bad. It's slow, it's painful. There's clearly not enough to go around. Let's just say. One of the other people who work here actually got pretty verbal about it, which is it's not funny, but also kind of funny because like they have more sales in for the year than I do. I've got 2 for the entire year. If you go back and you look at my sales logs from the previous years, like this is not normal. This is absolutely not normal. I know that I'm being given less opportunity. I know that it's related to me being pregnant. I know that I'm just kind of being written off in a way, which is unfair. And it's not really something I can prove, you know what I mean? Like, people are smarter than that, but I mean, if you check the numbers, though, like the trends, the averages, whatever, like, it's not making sense. So it is what it is. At this point, for me, like, I am entirely not stressing out about it at all anymore. I'm just again, trying to make my way through to my maternity leave here, which hopefully will be sooner than later, because like being here is physically, mentally, and emotionally draining for me at this point. And I am considered a high-risk pregnancy because I'm an advanced maternal age. I've got a single umbilical artery. There's a few things here, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to partner with my doctor to see like what we can do to just make it happen, because there's literally no point of me being here and taking the time and coming here and driving and being here and being uncomfortable, and there's just not much accommodation. It's sorry, she's pressing on my pelvic bone right now, so that's really fun. But anyway, so like that's just a small scale thing. And if you guys are following anything at all going on in the news, and if you guys know me at all, like I don't generally talk about stuff like this at all, and I stay out of it. I don't care like really about politics and things like that. But holy cow, guys, have you seen the Epstein files? Have you looked at it? It's available. Well, some of it's available online. This is getting ugly. Well, it has been ugly, but now like all this stuff is getting exposed. All these institutions are connected, deeply connected, from the education system to the financial system to corporations to media, politically, globally. There's so much stuff all tied together, and it's all of these systems that make up our current society and how we live and how we operate and how we do things, which obviously is what keeps these people in power. It's us following these systems. It's keeping all these people in power. And what are we going to do, guys? Are we going to hold anybody accountable? There's still some people, like regular people like us, who are just absolute utter denial, which is like crazy because the information is actually there, and it's only a fragment of the info. We don't even have everything yet. Just a fragment of the information should be enough to be like, what the fuck? I am like getting really annoyed with like a lot of people, which clearly I've supported these people, you know, in a way of not knowing, essentially, right? Like just following like what you're supposed to do as a member of society. But there's so many people who are like, these girls, these victims, where were their parents? Why aren't their parents being prosecuted? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, first of all, like that sounds a lot like victim blaming. They're like, well, some of these girls actually ended up to be perpetrators. And it's like, yeah, do you have any survival instincts? What if you were in that position, first of all? Like, what are you gonna do? You've got extremely powerful, wealthy people who make people disappear. A lot of girls didn't make it off that frickin' island, off that ranch, off of these properties. What do you think they're supposed to do? Like, they're just trying to live. And then as far as like the parents go, like, yeah, maybe in some way, like the parents like willingly allowed this to happen and knew, but I get the feeling that all these things were presented as grand opportunities. And what parent in the world doesn't want a grand opportunity for their child? So stop saying, where are the parents? Stop saying these girls who some of them became perpetrators should also be charged. Anybody who's involved should have accountability. But like, let's go after the big players. And then some people are like, oh my God, if we go after the big players, then all these systems will collapse. Well, maybe they need to. Maybe it needs to be revised, reworked. You have truly evil and greedy people who have been in charge, we've allowed to be in charge for so long. Do you want things to keep going as they are? If we do, that's just saying, yeah, we're good with it. We're good with children being hurt. We're okay with that. Like, this goes beyond just pedophilia. It goes way beyond this. Look. Listen. Wake up. There's been so many hints throughout the years. Some in songs, some in media, movies, books. Those crazy defactors from Hollywood. Jim Carrey, Cat Williams. Listen. Wake up. None of this is acceptable, and none of it matters anymore. Anyway, I gotta get inside. Back to Groundhog Day, right? Back to the Matrix. Sorry if that's a lot, guys, but I've been feeling very passionate about this. It's not about, oh, this is my sports team, this is my political party, this is blah, blah, blah. It's not about any of that anymore. It's about real people versus monsters. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Appreciate when you do that. I will keep you updated. Bye.